600 million cats. That's the rough estimate of how many cats are on the planet today. 220 million of them are pets. But what if I told you there was a competition where judges compared each cat against its breed standard? And I've never seen so many cats in the same place.
I'm the show manager, I'm the vendor coordinator, and the club president. And so we have been putting this show on for 45 years. We are passionate about our club. We're passionate about our cat fancy. The Cat Fanciers Association is one of the largest of the associations. We have almost 45 different breeds of cats, and we have over 200 here this weekend.
This is a Maine Coon cat. He's the largest breed in CFA, pedigreed cat, long-hair cat. We're not done yet, but he's been getting best of breed and a lot of the rings. He did get beat in one ring by another beautiful brown tabby boy. We've made a couple of top 10 finals already today, and then we have all day tomorrow, so we won't know until the show's over who is highest scoring.
It's an exotic short hair. We've showed it all year in the southeast region. We're ninth. We dropped to 24th when he shed his coat. Now he's grew his coat back, and we're back up to 19th. We've got to make the top 25 to be a regional winner.
One of them is a shaded silver Maine Coon. The Maine Coons are our largest breed of domestic cat. They're native to America. We should be proud of it. It is native to those New England states around the seaports. The way the cats got their name, Maine Coon, Maine for the state of Maine and those seaports on that eastern seaboard, but Coon because they thought that the cats actually were breeding with raccoons. So they had the ring tail like the raccoons.
And you have a cat here today that you entered into the competition.
Yes, and he just made a final. He was 15th best kitty in the all-breed ring just a few minutes ago.
Nice. And what breed is he?
He is called Selkirk Rex, which means he's a curly-coated kitty. He's long hair. They come long and short. So it's a fun breed. They're good with dogs and kids and cats. Right. Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I'm Taco Tuesday. I'm a Selkirk Rex. I'm a long hair. Yeah. And I'm a grand champion. And I'm going to be a breed winner.
So that's really his name?
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Island Cats Taco Tuesday.
Wow. Why did you name him Taco Tuesday?
Oh, because it's one of those phrases that you hear all the time at the restaurants and things, and we decided to name his brother Wasabi. So it's, you get a theme going there.
Yeah.
We had the ABBA theme a couple of years ago. The kitty over there that's being shown in the neutered spay class is Super Trooper, and then his littermate brother was Fernando. So we had the ABBA thing going.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. There you go. You can look into the camera. Look into my eyes.
Ships from all over the world carrying cats to protect not only their ship crews, but their trade items. They would either need to have a small terrier dog or a cat on the ship to protect their crew from getting disease from the rats and mice and protect their tradable goods from being destroyed by the vermin.
The points come out every week on Friday, updated on the CFA site, so we know what the official increase is in our counts because it's a point-based system. So the more you win, the more points you get, the higher you go in the standings.
So we got one more show in Florida the last weekend in April. So far, I don't think nobody can come from 25th to 19th and catch us because we're like a 500-point spread. You might average a good show, you can get 100 points. But here so far, we've just made 14 points. So we went from 20th to 19th in this show today.
The cats are shown in kitten class, adult class, the neuters and spays, and then we also have household pets. And that's a fun show. That's a fun class because they don't have to be pedigreed. They can be ferals, or they can have something that makes them unique that they can't be shown in the championship class. Say, for instance, a one-eyed kitty or three-legged kitty, so they can still have awards because it's a beauty contest. It's all about how you present the kitty and how the kitty matches the standard that's written for each breed.
The females are about 8 pounds to around 16 or 18 pounds. Males are 12 pounds to over 30. The more important thing about the Maine Coon is their temperament. They are extremely good family cats. They are sociable. They are intuitive. They know when you have a bad day. They are almost like little therapists in fur coats. They're just a wonderful addition to any family. This particular cat's name is Hell's Bells. Lap cat's Hell's Bells of Conyers cat. Conyers cat is my cattery. The lady that let me have him for my breeding program, her cattery was Lap Cats. She named all of her female cats Bell. So it's Mary Bell, Lucy Bell, Hattie Bell, that kind of thing. And she said, I wish I could find a name where I could name this male that had the name Bell in it. And I had just listened to a song by AC/DC, Hell's Bells. Therefore, Mr. Bells is registered as Lap Cat's Hell's Bells of Conyers cat.
Judges are looking at the color, and is that one category?
Yes, each breed has a standard of 100 points. Some of that is to deal with the color, some of it is the coat, some of it is the conformation, the head structure, the body structure, whether or not they are supposed to be slinkies and long, or whether they're supposed to be short, cobby, and like chubby. And then you've got several breeds here that are parent breeds. Persians and British Shorthairs are parent breeds of a lot of the others here, because you wouldn't believe all of the genetic mutations that have been developed into breeds. Say, for instance, the Devon Rex, the Cornish Rex, the Selkirk Rex. The Sphinx is a genetic mutation.
And at the end of this event, they will pick the top 15, and then they'll pick the winner?
In the championship and in the alters and neuters and spay class, we have top 15 in each breed. We have a top 10 in kitten, and we have a top 10 in household pet.
According to my cat show guide, there are many different types of ribbons that a cat can win. First, second, and third place is blue, red, and yellow. This is the first step in selecting the best cat of a given breed. Best and second best of color is black and white. Best champion or premier is purple. Best and second best of breed, which is brown and orange. I got a chance to mic up one of the judges for a premiership final.
This is our premiership final. These are our neutered and spayed cats. And the first two are premiers. They have to beat 75 other premiers to become grand premiers. The top 10 are all grand premiers. Devon Rex. The front on look has a series of half circles and really low, large ears. There's a loose wave to that coat. It's a natural wave. Nice substance to the body on this cat. This is second best short hair premier. In our championship class, we never get the opportunity to see a lot of the males when they get older because they're home making babies with the girls. So it's nice to see a European Burmese that's truly mature. I believe he's 8 years old, so he's got a little bit of jowling here, but that just makes him more handsome. Beautiful boy. They've got a very complicated description of their eye shape, but his is very correct. He's got a nice silky coat over that very, very muscular body. He is best short hair premier.
Kittens are shown from 4 months to 8 months, and he's been in 2 kitten shows. If he sees 6 judges without being disqualified, he becomes a champion. Then as a champion, he comes back to shows, and when he has defeated 200 other champions, he gets a grand champion designation.
Now, how long does it take to become a champion? Because you have to beat 200, like you said.
Well, the champion is only going through 6 rings, so he can be a champion in one day, depending on the size of the show. Now, the grand champion, it varies. I mean, it could go 1 show. There's sometimes 1 show grands, and those are very special, and we celebrate the heck out of those. Sometimes they might pick up a point here, a point there. It may be 5 years before a particular cat might grand, or more commonly, a year.
I know it. It is your turn. Another breed I have the privilege to live with, Bombay. This was also a woman-made breed. Black American Shorthair is bred to Burmese in order to get a black patent leather cat with the copper penny eyes. This boy is beautiful. If you ever get the chance to pick up a Bombay, or a Burmese, you're going to be very surprised at how heavy they are for the size they are. My girl is nowhere near this big, and you pick her up and it's like, wow, you got a cat in your hands. He has beautiful eyes, nice little muzzle, and that wonderful shiny coat. He's third best cat. I know, but we're in the middle of a final. British short hair. This is obviously a cat from Britain. We see when we judge in China, which we haven't in a few years, we may have 100 of these in one show. It's pretty incredible. They're very popular there. We don't see as many here, but the ones we see are lovely. This boy has a fabulous coat. It feels wonderful. Lovely density. I can't even see the skin if I want to. Excuse me. Nice little muzzle. Mature British get the cheeks like a teddy bear. If you want to play with the frog, we can do that. Big, beautiful, round eyes. Nice, substantial bone on this boy. Clear color. There's no spots or stripes in that blue. He is second best cat. It's a ribbon. You want it, though? This is the third kind of Rex. This is a Selkirk Rex. They come in long hair and short hair. This is a short hair. Long hairs have more like ringlets. In structure, they're the most like a British compared to any other breed. There are some differences there. Wonderful curl to that coat. Substantial body and bone. Beautiful color and pattern. Nice little profile. Beautiful eyes on this boy. He's a very special example of the breed. He's best cat.
And we have new breeds that are in our cat fancy. The Lycoy is a very popular new breed. A few years ago, the Bengal was incorporated. So we have cats of all size and substance, just whatever your little heart desires.
We have had 2 breed winners, #1 in the world Maine Coon breed winners, and we had second best all breed cat in the world in 2019. And the year before that, we had the breed winner and 17th best all breed cat in the world. Right now, he's number 11 in the world.
He is?
Yeah.
Wow, number 11.
And right now, he's the second best Maine Coon cat. And he's pretty close. We have 4 shows left, so we'll see what can happen.
But he's been a prize. He's not a lap cat. He's real personable. It's like a dog. Any room you go in, he goes in the room with you and lays down at your feet. I sit in the recliner, he's beside it. She takes a shower, he lays on her towel. She cooks supper, he lays in the kitchen. And any time you call his name, he'll come running to you.
Is this his first competition?
It's his first adult competition. We also compete for national wins. This particular cat's father was a national winner, meaning he was a top 20 cat of all breeds in championship. He comes from championship lines, but more importantly, he comes from healthy lines with great social skills.
What was the father's name again?
Steely Dan. He again was a silver, so it was a very appropriate name.
Does he do the agility test over there?
We tried it one time. Anyone wants to pet him, we got petting permitted. We let all the children, any spectator wants to, as long as they don't have lotion on their hands, we'll let them pet him. Because if they got lotion, it discolors the white. So we don't, we'll ask them, as long as you're lotion free, you're allowed to pet him.
What do the judges look for in all the criteria? Like what separates a number 5 from a number 10?
There's a written standard of the breed for every breed. So there's a description of every characteristic of the cat in this breed. Points are weighted on each characteristic. So for example, the color pattern and coat on a Maine Coon is worth 30 points, even more than a Persian. So the points on each characteristic tally up to 100 points. The judge weights the evaluation of each cat they judge on that standard. In their head, when they're judging them, they're tallying up what they think each score is and which one comes up on top to get best of breed.
And the importance of doing your homework for somebody that wants a Maine Coon cat, it's more than being a big cat, it's being a healthy and sociable cat, doing your homework, making sure that there's not a scam. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of scams. These catteries do not exist. The cat does not exist. If you find somebody they're interested in their cats or kittens, go visit them. If they are valid, they will let you come, but you should be able to see that cat in real life. And the same goes for puppies or anything else you buy. You want to make sure that you're really buying a good, healthy kitty.
What got you into this?
I bought a cat out of the newspaper in 1983 because my roommate had a dog and I wanted a cat. And I found out that I could show my kitty, and I took my kitty to a cat show in Denver, Colorado, and I didn't realize she was supposed to have had a bath and all this other stuff, but people were nice to me and they cultivated me to where I enjoyed this, and it's been a ride. I'm 67 and I've been doing this since I was in my 20s.
Well, I always loved animals. I had German Shepherds growing up, and I loved cats, and I had regular domestic cats all my life, young life. And then when I was ready to get a pedigree cat of my own, I researched, okay, what breed of cat would get along with my German Shepherds the best? This breed of cat is known to get along with children and dogs and have a really great personality. And they're very dog-like themselves.
And again, what was the full name of this guy?
His name's Malachi. It is Starborn Malachi Mofire LeBeau.
Wow.
The Starborn is from Miss Wilbanks here. It's her breed.
I grew up with all sorts of animals. My father was a farmer. I grew up with hunting dogs, cats, all sorts of odd animals for pets, rabbits and whatnot. In the 70s, I saw a cat show. I went and I saw my first Maine Coon. And I'm staring at this beautiful, beautiful cat. I was just struck. My heart came out of my chest, and I started loving this cat breed immediately. The more I found out about it, the more I was sure that I really, really wanted to breed these cats and to promote them to the public. That is how I ended up breeding Maine Coons, and I personally have been breeding 22 years, but have studied them for far longer. I want to say something for rescue. There are many fine animals, pets, cats and dogs that are available for adoption. Many of the shows have rescued cats for adoption. Here at this show, we have cats for adoption. I have fostered cats myself, adoption as well as being in rescue. It is okay to shop, but remember to consider adopting.
My name is Jubilee.
Jubilee. And what was the breed again?
Egyptian Mau, M-A-U, and that's the word for cat in much of the world, which makes sense because if you ask them, that's what they will say.
Wow.
They will say Mau, they will not say cat.